soon as Pumek Asunda Labete is available on Fela Kota Kona by Shah, full house available 200 to 20 Kota Grand. 2 clip 200 a day. For 2 bars.
At the time.
At the time. I'm 27, by the way. Just I'm 27.
I think personally, I think she was just asking the question for herself.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't think black people can be racist.
They can be, dog. How come?
Everybody can be racist.
So you're saying
in the corruption, dog.
So you're proving my point.
Like, yeah, I'm proving your point because
why is Meningube or Uvusikunen?
We'll see the guy who plays as
on Generations.
No wise man.
That's just simply greed.
Yeah, that's greed.
But I'm racism.
My boy, what's up? Today we have a special guest, Kucho Kobe. He's the manager of S.W.A.N.K. He's going to be telling us about his brand, and they're going to be dropping new merch soon. It's the new season 2024. They got gang followers on Instagram, and yeah, they're doing quite well for themselves. They're working with Archive, and yeah, man. Kucho, how you doing, my king?
I'm good, man.
You're right.
Yeah.
Please tell me what's your role at S.W.A.N.K?
At S.W.A.N.K. So basically, at S.W.A.N.K. I deal with like day-to-day in and out. I deal with customers. I do the retail part. I deal with the stock, and other roles like I don't know. Like it expands. Like next thing you're doing marketing. Next thing you're doing the online content. Next thing you're managing the stores, which I do. So yeah, it's whatever, man. Whatever has to be done.
Oh yeah, you basically do whatever that has to be done.
Whatever needs to be done to make sure you guys know S.W.A.N.K. That everyone's wearing S.W.A.N.K. You know. Back in high school, there's no juicy stories. I went to an all boys school, like it was just niggas.
Still something juicy in an all boys school, Tawa.
You went to an all boys school?
Yeah, I went to an all boys school.
Damn, how was that?
It was whatever, man. Like I just got through it.
For sure. For sure, when you were on holiday, it was like opening a cage from a wild animal, and then you're going out to hunt like crazy.
Nah, it was normal, bro.
Really?
For real?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't try to do anything. I'm just asking because I mean I went to a boarding school.
Went to a boarding school.
Yeah, and it
at a co-ed school though.
Yeah, and
yeah, you see, bro.
It was an old boys school.
Is it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And yeah, every time we get holidays, you're coming back at us. You know, you make sure you cover for all that time.
All the time spent.
Yeah.
I understand.
So you really were a nerd. You always is big one.
Fair to say, not like book-wise. I just liked art, creative stuff. That was where my head was at most of the time. But yeah. That was more me. I wasn't like the one acing and everything. I was good at arts. That was like my main focus. Yeah.
Okay.
Ofana nami mina bengipopa esikoleni ningafundi incwadi. Ngithanda.
Did you uhlezi ngoba akuzwa uthi
I wela hi.
You is
Hi.
Okay. Hi, dog.
Coming to you from Global Media Studios. This is the Backyard Podcast, and I am your host PCBC. And you know I'm not alone because I got my gang with me.
And I am your co-host Wandile Twana.
sanibonani igama ngu-Pride Mandiki estradini bangibiza ngo-Flex kota ye-200 ne-ash replacewe ngedanoni intwana sethembisa manje ngisejozi 298 danko
As every episode une-nickname entsha yabo.
Like that's why I'm asking you to go to the figure.
thina siphume kasi indaba lapha ethembisa vele bangafika kahle ikota yakhona bayishaya kahle ngithwala full house vele nge-200 uthola ikota egrand 2 clip
200.
Thina wetshipha yasle kumele uze
ngizokufaka ikasilamu
mina ngizokufaka ikasilamu
Hayi it's cheaper for a quarter.
lela dog ngiyakutshela
No.
mara obviously silezi vele ngithwala lezi
Inama amalama clean nama uziti nama yeah. Ngiyakuthola.
obvious how
Uzamthini.
so uyangiphithi emakhanyeni
Okay.
Yeah. Wayenenza kanje bafethu.
Senze.
Do you have a nickname making?
Do I have a nickname?
Yeah.
Nah, people just call me Kobe.
Kobe.
Yeah, that's about it.
Kobe, like Kobe, the NBA star Kobe.
Yeah, my surname is Kobe, Kobe. So
Oh,
it's spelled the same, so people just like kinda.
so people.
That's where the head goes.
Man, that is so cool. You basically Kobe. You basically no man. Manje as obviously Tina, we this is our slang thing in Kobe. But when you pronounce it properly, you see Kobe.
Kobe.
Nah, Kobe. We here with Kobe Bryant. What did you what's up? And you know, of course, this episode is brought to you by Global Media Institute. My king, Kobe. I know that S.W.A.N.K is not just one individual. There's different type of things that you do. What do you specialize in?
I just deal with like managing the stores, managing the inventory, incoming inventory, current inventory. So if anything goes missing, it's on me. The stores have to make sure that there's always people working, that the stores are manned properly. And then, yeah, like the roles then kind of break out. Like maybe I have to deal with marketing, I have to deal with like a brand strategy for our next drop, season 24. Those kind of things.
So you basically don't just focus on one thing. You tackle where you are needed.
True, because it's very small. It's not like it's a big organization where you have departments. It's like
How many stores do you guys have?
We have 2 stores right now. We have one here in Brown, then we have one in PTA, which we opened recently. So yeah.
my lento leni uyenza like kuyi-1 but like you are too many there.
No, there's a group of us. Like if I can say max.
So how many niggas so there?
Max maybe 5 to 6 of us. Yeah, collaboratively working. How many niggas?
like mhlambe the co-founder or the CEO is actually a lady.
Mara isilungu udakhwiniga nawe yazi. It's not like you don't know.
So it's just gents that came together and
yeah, just gents that started it, and then there's some women involved too. Yeah, there are women slowly but surely. It's gonna grow, I guess, but for now, yeah, it's mostly just niggas.
Yeah,
Niggas.
Straight. Manje vele iqale like midwell like. It's a high school or.
S.W.A.N.K was started by a guy called Lindalani. Yeah, we call him Mawute. His name is Lindalani. He started it, I think, about 10 years ago. Maybe he conceptualized it 10 years ago. Then I guess he started like studying multimedia. We studied at the same faculty at UJ. So I think he kind of like, that's when like he formed the idea of it properly. Like, okay, I'm gonna call it S.W.A.N.K, I'm gonna brand it like this and this. I'm gonna choose to make apparel.
The guy is from Soweto, ne?
Yeah, he is from Soweto.
Mara why nizoyibiza S.W.A.N.K Josie, mara you're from Soweto.
S.W.A.N.K Josie, you know, I think once again it comes back to like branding.
yeah, man.
Everything always comes back to like sort of branding. You always have to have a clear messaging.
Yeah.
Of like why your brand exists, because Johannesburg will be a good embodiment for a brand like
I
S.W.A.N.K.
believe anything is possible.
Because,
No lie, Josie.
you know, everyone comes to Johannesburg. Johannesburg has the vibe.
Yeah.
Johannesburg is the place to be. If you want better, you come to Johannesburg.
Oh, so vele the main reason ukuthi first store vele ngivule ibrand kahle kahle like ibe la.
Yes, basically.
What is it? Amantombazane aseBram.
Everything.
Everything.
But yeah, nah, it was the most viable place to do it, and yeah.
I like that you say y'all met up at UJ, and that's when you started this. How's that experience?
I never met him
then?
at UJ, but he went to UJ. We're in the same faculty. He went there with some of my friends that I know of. I dropped out before I think like maybe when I was dropping out, he was going in. And then I met him a couple years later through my brother.
So what's the reason for you to drop out?
The reason at the time it was like personal reasons. I won't say them, but yeah, it was personal reasons.
But then for that time that you were in UJ, how was the experience for you?
It was a bit of everything. It was fun, it was stressful, but I enjoyed it because it was like a creative.
Or you were
like
in
a creative
arts?
Yeah, I did multimedia. I was studying multimedia at the time. I don't know what they call it now, but I was doing multimedia studies.
At the time.
At the time, yeah.
Plus vele
Don't you at the time? Oh.
I'm 27, by the way. Just saying. I'm 27.
I think personally, I think she was just asking the question for herself. Anyway, what would you say for young students that are probably studying fashion or
anything creative?
Yeah, anything creative. What would you say is the go-to thing? Do I save money and start a business? Do I go pay varsity?
I understand what you mean. It's a tricky one, yeah. Because for me, I don't like a starving artist. You know, I think that's the worst thing.
But then, I mean, it's a risk. It's a risky game. But if you have the knowledge of everything, I guess you can just.
It is what it is, man. Like, it's up to you. Like, I don't like speaking on other people's experiences. Honestly, like everyone always has a different path to follow. So I don't like saying, yeah, I did it this way, so it'll work for you. I did it this way, so it'll work for you. It's not gonna happen like that. Everyone has their own path that they have to walk. Some people it takes longer than others. Some people it's a bit quicker.
True.
But I think it always comes down to like your time, bro. Like your time is very important, bro. Like
depends on how you grind, my guy.
Yeah, you need to value your time. You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I remember at UJ. They were really good. There were people who were really good at certain things, and then there were people who were like, they were starting from scratch. They were not creative.
Oh
They didn't have
I get
management
what you're saying.
They didn't have any kind of
knowledge of what I'm getting myself into.
cool. They were starting from scratch, so it's like, I don't know who's gonna go further. Like the person who comes in with the talent and is willing to work, or the person who's coming with like a flat, you know nothing, you start from scratch, you don't know design language, you don't understand layout, you're not a very aesthetic person, you don't understand, you know.
So
with
with you coming out of high school, you already had an idea what you were going to do.
Coming out of high school, I was very creative. I kind of knew like how I wanted things to look and be. I had a feel for aesthetics. You know, I understood why I would want to use this color instead of this color. Why I'd want to use this font instead of this font. I kind of understood why it's all messaging. You know, if I want to use a goofy font, I'm using because I'm dealing with kids. I'm dealing with you know, it's goofy, like it's playful. If I use a very serious font with no serifs, I know I'm dealing with like grown-up people. I use very minimalistic colors. I use grays, I use blacks, it's that kind of a thing. So if you don't have a feel for that, like you're already on the back foot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I can put it. So it's like, when you talk about how you should do it, like, I don't know, man. There's people who have a feel for it, there's people who don't have a feel for it. And if you have a feel for it, you'll do it with passion, you'll do it with love. You really want to do it. You want people to look at something and be like, yo, that talks to me. I don't know why, but it's talking to me. That kind of a thing. But if you don't have a feel for it, you can tell, like, we can all tell, like, if you're good at, you can all tell if someone has a good if they really understand design. You can tell, like, it's very black and white. For people like us, it's very black and I can tell this was well thought out, well designed. I understand everything. This was not that well thought out. Certain things are off. The colors don't match. The layout is off. The type, this, that. You got me? So, I don't know, man. It's it's a convoluted. There's a lot to unpack, but yeah.
So before starting, I would say, like, I think Senini 3 years employed now, no?
Yeah, fair to say.
How was the feeling the first day? Man, your brand is growing now, very. Like now, now we come big.
The thing with business branding, entrepreneurship, whatever you want to call it, now, it's not glamorous. Yeah. It's not a cakewalk.
Yeah.
You put the hours in, you put the work in. The thing is, I think people fall in love. Like when you work in retail, especially with this kind of a brand, where you do everything. You work in the retail space, you work in the background, you deal with the inventory, you deal with the customers.
It's too much.
You see the whole layers, bro, and then you see like, okay, it's not glamorous, bro. It's not glamorous. People like the look and feel. Like when everything, when you guys have said everything, like when you had
easy.
You got me?
Yeah.
When you had our sale, you guys can check the content out. It's on our Instagram. You can see the whole content, the layout, everything. When we're setting the whole thing up, we're putting in a lot of hours. Setting up the thing, setting up the space, making sure everything's on point.
So I'm sure the first day, man, now it's getting big. Everyone's so happy about it.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, bro. It's not glamorous, bro. Like we put the work in. I don't find it enjoyable. I just like it because people like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's about it. But like, it's not glamorous. You put the work in, you put the hours in. And then as time goes on, people come and go. You kind of see like, okay, people like the look and feel of the thing, but they don't really want to put the work in when it matters. No one wants to sit in a store all day by yourself, waiting for a customer to come in, buy the clothing, you process the thing. That's an everyday thing. It's not glamorous. So I'm just saying.
I think that's Spanish bias.
So it is what it is. But yeah, but I enjoy it. I like it. So
yeah.
And I learn a lot from it as well. On all fronts, in terms of like managerial skills, inventory skills, people skills, and then branding in general, like making sure the brand stays true to itself, that it stays intact, that things like that. So yeah, that's what I enjoy about it.
Are you also, because I also heard that you like designing?
Yeah.
Are you also part of the designing team of S.W.A.N.K?
On S.W.A.N.K, I don't design. There's a creative director who does the whole process, tech fits, fittings, design language, and it's cool like that because, we spoke about this. It's cool like that because he has his own design language, so that's good because that's the design language.
He just likes working alone.
I guess so, you can say. He has his own design language, so I think it's cool because it'll stay true to what it's supposed to be. If there's too many chefs in the kitchen, because you can tell, like, okay,
the dish won't taste nice.
You know what I mean? So it's cool like that.
Oh, I feel you. There's this incident that happened in Pretoria. White boys were beaten by EFF student commands. I don't know. They were singing revolution songs.
Who was singing revolution songs?
The white boys.
Okay.
And
what kind of
it's the student command.
Yes.
So the white boys were trying to get rid of the EFF people.
Of the whole thing.
Now I get it. I didn't get my story right. I just saw the video. The video was funny as hell. We were showing Superman punch, and the funny thing that there was cops there. Mara.
Dog.
And poor boys, man. And
why are you saying poor boys?
Cause there was so many of them, and I mean, I think it's still an ongoing thing.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing thing. This racial thing in varsities. Did you ever like come across such a thing?
Varsity?
Yeah.
No. And most of us are like, the whole, like 80% of the class is like black people. So it was whatever.
Yeah,
Mara mina don't think ukuthi lento le kwamele ichubeke ngalindlela engakhona dog because apartheid iphelile manje mfethu. You can't keep on going back during those old days engathi vele yangithwala.
Wait, who are you saying they can't specify on which group you're
Like
talking
everyone
about?
bro because nantanga ngiyambona ukuthi nawo show ukuthi eish wena kahle kahle ukuthi labantu be-EFF ba right bashaya.
No, I'm not saying my rights. I'm not even part of that. What I'm saying is that angeke usukele umuntu just because they being themselves or whatever. Then expect to ukuthi athuli. You can't. It's you like common sense literally. I didn't feel ukusukele ngokulethela abantu bazokushaya something then expect you to sit there. No, you need to defend yourself. So I'm not saying it right. What I'm saying is that for them to defend themselves, no, baba sukele, bas defender. That's about it.
I get your point.
Thank you.
Do you think racism is still a big thing in South Africa?
Mina now my guy, I think black people are racist to ukudlula abantu abamhlophe dog.
Yeah. I mean,
Black people come
I'm
to
not
racism.
release. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Bro,
not
like every
release.
time umuntu omhlophe usenkingeni. Like for real dog.
That's the thing. I'm
I
not
understand
release
what
because
you're
there's still
saying,
things.
but I don't think black people can be racist.
They can be dog.
How so?
How come?
How so?
How come? It's like
Everybody can be racist, but I'm saying is-
Let me explain. Let me
Yeah.
explain. You know what, man? Racism is a system. It's systematic. Do you understand what I mean?
Nah, I don't
Black
understand.
people cannot.
So please, is a nice.
No, like, black people cannot be racist, bro.
How
It's
come?
very hard for us to be racist.
How come?
We don't own anything.
You don't own anything.
We don't own
How sure are
anything.
you, Baba?
I'm very sure.
Aye.
All the four financial
President
institutions. Who
Dumnyama.
owns all the financial institutions in SA? Who owns most of the land?
Whites.
No.
Do you know what's happening here? Thina masina phansi like abantu abafana nathi. We're always talking mara we don't know anything. Yabo labantu abaphezulu like such as ama president or so. Those are the people who are selling us my guy.
Presidents are puppets, bro. Politicians are puppets.
They are.
They sell to the highest bidder. That's it.
They are.
I wanna like I wanna make him clients.
I get your point, but nah, bro.
We check like economic yangara yala eMzansi manje like manga check ama stats ama in and so like when we drop we having load sharing we having in abelungu they already gone dog. No so phethe abantu abamnyama even if you go to farms you will find black people owning the farms even if you go to the companies who own umuntu omnyama
So you're saying
and the
it's-
more own umuntu omnyama the more one corruption dog.
So you're proving my point.
Like yeah,
Because
I'm proving your point because we're the one who's owning the land now. It's our own land. Abantu abamnyama.
the problem with us
It's
is
no longer the
that we
white
are
people
selfish, my
anymore.
man.
Okay, true.
If
Listen.
look abantu abamhlophe, we're not gonna face the load sharing thing yangithwala. Besingeke nespan besoba khona. Cause
My
umuntu
man,
bazogaya ispan
regardless
noma bengeke
of
bakuphathe kahle. Thina abantu abamnyama asikhona ukuthi sibalansise between umuntu omhlophe nomuntu o-black and so.
Okay, take it
Kumele
back,
senze
my man.
50-50.
Take it back.
Just like
Take it-
Mandela,
listen,
ngendlela ayenza ngakhona,
listen.
it's okay.
Take it back.
Yeah.
Take it back. For
Yeah.
us to be in this position that we're in,
Yeah.
is sukepi. If there were no whites trying to colonize us and everything,
Yeah.
don't you think with besizofundela certain
Okay.
things sikwazi ubalance? Because of now they started the whole thing of being selfish and whatnot. Sebafana ukuthi bafundise nathi
It's
to be
okay.
that way.
1994 ne mawutholi freedom umandela amaqinizwa phela ama-student ayilwele le ndaba le nami ngi-student alwela abantwana besikela abasha kwenzakala yonke into I get your point ngithona nami ngiyayifila nefees masifaleni okwenzakala emabram nala events banokula ama-student ibhale nami I can feel it ngithona mara indlela engikhuluma ngakhona ngithi like the time umandela makatholi freedom athi akashongo ukuthi we must be racist okwamele kube njani uthe wonke umuntu ola eMzansi esilongu mawula kwamele uthole i-ID first thing ngithona even if uphuma kuma foreign countries uphuma somewhere shy history my guy I did history my boy
Yeah.
yeah Rainbow Nation ngithona ngithona Rainbow Nation phethu then wonke umuntu beka equal mara abantu abamhlophe belokhu ba continue ngeapartheid kancane kancane ngithi sayilwa le ndabanyana leyo noba ungasayithula usayithola thola mara thina abantu abamnyama la kunomuntu omhlophe hayi asifuna ukubona.
Okay,
Next.
can I tell you another reason why it's like that, ne?
Yeah, even if you go to the pubs now, maybe put Sensini or Uti Road Port, yeah, I'm going to tell you.
The burbs.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. You won't get the white people now, man.
Okay, we get it, but going back to the question, do you think there's still racism and everything? There is, because there's a cousin of mine who has experienced something of racism. He was just passing by a hood.
Yeah.
Him and his friend. And then out of nowhere, this guy took out a gun and shot him. Literally, he's still living with the bullet in his shoulder because of that white guy. So you see what I'm saying? I think last year. So what I'm saying is that angeke uzosukela umuntu and then expect ukuthi singa-retaliate. But still, that's what I'm saying. You cannot usukela umuntu and expect ukuthi ahlale phansi. For years, they have been balinyazo and everything, and then you expect them to sit and watch now because they're just singing songs. But you know how your country was treated back then, so you can't defend. And I'm not defending it, but what I'm saying is that the whole violence and whatnot is sugamupi. Where does it come from? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So he's living with the bullet in his shoulder because of a white man. I'm not saying I'm against them or anything, but I'm like, no, he's fine. It's just in there. They can't take it out. They can't take. Literally, you can even call him later when we're done. We will call him. They can't take it out.
I will check up on him.
Thank you very much. So,
do you think this racial thing could affect young people starting business like you that are trying to make a living and trying to make a word for themselves?
It's a tricky one, bro. It's a tricky one
because I mean, if okay, for argument's sake, S.W.A.N.K decides to go into malls. You trying to collab with probably Studio 88 or any other clothing store. There's a white person on top.
Face.
So in this case, would you think it could kind of affect?
Nah, dog.
Depends. It didn't stop us from getting in the archive.
You're part of archive. How long were you guys part of archive and decided to think your own?
Archive was just a consignment. It was like a one-off consignment. So they asked S.W.A.N.K to produce some merchandise. They ordered merchandise from us. That's basically it. So we gave them a bunch of designs, merchandise that we have, and then they picked, and then that's what we chose to give them. So that's all it was with them. I don't know if going forward if they're gonna still keep ordering from us. We'll see how it goes. Man. But even that's another tricky situation. Like when you're working with big brands.
Yeah.
I think I sort of feel like big brands, big conglomerates, they always try and leech off of like smaller brands that are more in tune with the culture.
The culture with basically with the it thing that's happening.
You know what I mean? Even if it's a situation whereby they kind of they're not really sure if you are the it thing, but the fact that they think you're thriving, you're doing well, like people are buying from you, they're hearing about you in certain rooms, in certain spaces, then they'll kind of want to come and take what you have, or like think they're working with you and stuff like that. So it's a tricky one.
Let me get this straight. Y'all don't does Archive still order clothes from y'all?
They haven't ordered our next season's clothing, so I'm not sure. Not yet. We don't know what the relationship is. I don't think I can speak on certain things as of yet, but they haven't ordered from us yet. But yeah, that's the situation with them.
Also, you don't know what's happening?
They're under TFG. Archives under TFG. We've been onboarded onto their system. So we are like vendors to them, but they have to order from us. So if they don't order, it's like, okay, cool. It's whatever.
So, you still face racism in your industry, right?
I wouldn't say we face racism. Our barriers are different. Because I don't lie to you, money doesn't see color. You know what I mean? Like if you're thriving, people will always want to come and work with you. It doesn't matter. They want what you have. They want your product. They want your insight. They want your knowledge. That doesn't see color, bro. So like they want your ideas. It's a heist. You know, it's a cash for ideas. You have the ideas. They have the cash. So Yeah.
So the whites are not racism. So what's
Nah, man, I hate to
Nah,
get
I'm
into
just saying.
I won't lie to you, like, racism is a very tricky subject because sometimes, someone can be genuinely racist, but they will take your money, they will take your product.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They just don't want to associate with you on a personal level, but they will work with you. But then if it becomes more nastier, like more prevalent, then you can see it, like, okay, they don't want to work with you, they don't want to let you in the door. Like, you got me? There's levels to racism. I think there's levels to racism. Like, it's not like a...
How long did it take for you guys to partner with Archive?
Partner with them. That was a quick thing.
Is it?
That was a quick thing. There was someone from Archive who came to our store, TFG, came to our store, he checked us, I forgot his name, but he came to our store, checked out merchandise, he saw the quality, he liked the brand, he's like, we need to onboard you guys and work with you. And it was a white guy.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Oh.
Okay.
And it wasn't the black people at Archive who took the initiative to come to us and initiate the thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. It's
Before
not black
you
and
move,
white.
I
It's
have
not
one
black and
question.
white.
So let's say mawuthi wena abantu abamhlophe like the white people, sometimes they can, like, if babona ukuthi unomcondo une-business and so on, they can call you in, but they won't open like those big doors for you, aren't?
Yeah.
Mara nomuntu omnyama uyakhona ukuyenza lento le uyibiza ngani le racism.
That's
Because umuntu omnyama uyakhona ukuyenza.
That's just simply greed.
Yeah, that's greed.
Mara mayenza umuntu omhlophe racism. Akusikho. Yabo? Mayenza umuntu omhlophe racism. Mayenza umuntu omnyama.
You just like white people. Just say it. You just it's fine. Like,
No, bro, like,
no, judge you, man.
understand.
You just like white people. It's
Everybody likes white people.
Huh?
Everybody likes white people.
Yeah, okay. I wanted to ask you this. Okay, there's there's a lot of people that are starting new brands, from Soweto, the south, the north, from every places.
Yeah.
And obviously you start small.
Yeah.
Start small, lekasi, yeah, kubega. How okay, let's say I'm a small business clothing owner, and I wanna collab with Archive or one of the biggest stores that are on the platform right now.
Yeah. For me, I think it comes down to...
I mean, I get that y'all guys were approached, but then do you think there's a way maybe for these upcoming stores can find a way to get into
There's also
collaborations
a
and
tricky
stores?
question too, right? Because when we were approached, we're not the only ones approached to join Archive.
Mm-hmm.
There was us, there was Happyville, and then there was the Pot Plant Club, it's a Cape Town based brand. There's a lot of good brands out there. You know, there's Combination, but they got a big Jägermeister bag. There's S.W.A.N.K.
Yeah.
There's Pieces.
Yo,
There's
I'm
Galaxy
wondering-
Boy. Like, there's a lot of these embedded. And like I put them in there. Like, there's a lot of solid, well-established local brands.
That you can find at Archive.
You won't find at Archive.
No,
But that you can go to their store and buy from them direct.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? In terms of getting into like big conglomerates like that, there's a lot of, like, it's a tricky one, bro. Like, they can know about you, but they still won't work with you. And for them, it's better for them to buy you out and integrate you into their system so they own your ideas and whatnot, than for them to actually like consign from you. Because that's a once-off bag for them. They're thinking long term, they want the longevity. They'd rather they onboard you, have you in there, buy you out, and you work for them, and you push merchandise for them on a bigger scale. That's what they'd rather have. That's the ideal situation for them, because they're thinking long-term bag, right? So in terms of that, it's a tricky one, man. Like, I've seen brands end, and then the people go join big conglomerates, and then now they design for those brands.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they no longer own.
You know what I mean? They no longer own their ideas. They kind of like just giving them out to like, and that's cool. Like, get your bag, like, do you? It's fine, right? But I think if it's about smaller brands working with those big conglomerates and getting into archive and stuff like that, it's a long chat. There's a lot of things involved. I won't say I know all the details, but I know it's a long chat. Like, they don't want to do that at the end of the day. They don't want one-off consignments. They want your whole thing.
Your whole plan and
Yeah.
for the long run.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're competition for them. You
Makes
know,
sense.
that's how they look at it. They think like you're competition for us.
So might as
You're
well
probably
just
gonna
buy you out and
You know what I mean? And the more you grow, the more their price has to change. Every year they pull up to every 5 years. It's 1 million now, it's gonna be 5, 10. So they rather get you early. So it's that kind of a chat. You know, like think of big brands like Supreme. You guys know Supreme, right?
yeah.
Supreme was bought by like what? 1.2 billion by the LVMH group. LV. They bought them and they've been in the game for like what? Maybe like a good 15, 20 years. So when they chose to, so I'm sure they were approaching them over and over. And then at that time, the price was just right. They're like, okay, we'll give you all like 2 billion, 1.6 billion, what y'all think? Then they took the bag, then they started doing, so that's what they want at the end of the day. They want your idea, they want to own Supreme, because Supreme is bigger than, especially with streetwear culture, like brands like Supreme, The Hundreds, Palm Angels, those kind of brands. Those brands is like, the cool thing about streetwear is like, people, like ordinary people, are able to be part of the value, the growth of the value of the product, of the brand, directly. You're able to be part of the process. Like, S.W.A.N.K is gonna grow because people like you, normal everyday people, support the brand. We grow because of you guys. So that's like, that's what they want. They want your bags in their bag, but from our bag. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how it works. So it's interesting. There's lots to think about. But
Yeah, man.
I can't unpack the whole thing on
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I guess me starting my own brand or me starting my own clothing brand would mean that I have to watch out for these kind of things. And
That's if you go big.
I mean, if I go big, I do go big.
You have to do it. If you're gonna start a brand, there's a lot of things to think about. Because S.W.A.N.K is a brand, but the medium of communication we chose is just clothing. We could have chosen any other medium of communication. We could have chosen to go to do sneakers like Batu.
Yeah.
We could have chosen to do parties, lifestyle. There's so many ways for you to communicate a brand. We just chose the medium of clothing to communicate the brand. Because there's many modes for you to like communicate in clothing. Like the Bafana tee. Why is it such a product that people love so much? Why do they want to buy it all the time? It's because of the nostalgia. Thesis has the hero gear, like the Umdeni, Zolamdeni, t-shirts and stuff like that. Why is it such a popular thing? Because of the way they branded it, the nostalgia. It's a place, and brands always hop on culture. Any kind of, it can be a dance move, it can be a saying, it can be a slang, it can be like when S.W.A.N.K dropped the gang merchandise. Gang. Why was it so popular? Because it was a thing at the time. Gang. It's like, you got me?
Yeah.
So it's up to you, bro. Like, but you need to be very tapped in. You need to be very clued up about like
What's
culture,
happening?
what's popping, what's happening, what's that nostalgic thing that people like.
So there's basically a lot to it before we just see the nice T-shirt that
There's
we
a lot
buy.
of thinking that goes behind the
Yeah.
thing. It's not just we wake up and like, yeah, we're gonna do this. Nah, there's a lot of edges going
There's a
on.
lot of work
What
to
I
go
said.
into.
When you open your bread and you thought I was crazy. You just said it for me. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Because now I can prove a point to him because I told you.
She told you.
I'm telling you that.
Yes, sis.
I never like I told yous, but anyway.
Yeah, but I told you. I told you. Uti, you can't just think small and
We're
think
gonna do
big.
a young campus challenge, Actors Edition. I don't know. Ngizokhumbula wona if I'll we'll be comparing actors from DUT and Wits, right?
Okay. Like they graduated from those universities.
Yeah, they graduated from those universities. Wiseman Ncube or Vusi Kunen?
Wait, Vusi the guy who plays as...
Jack Mabasok on Generations.
I know Wiseman.
Yeah, he did Paradise Stop. He did quite a lot of. He's been in that game.
I love Wiseman, but I don't think he's topping Jack Mabasok.
Yeah, because man, I mean, Jack, we know him.
I grew up on Jack Mabasok.
Yeah, but that love of his, not to be the. Wiseman Ncube.
Yeah, the guys that took that, bro.
No, but why?
He's dope. I'm not taking away from him.
Around for too long now, ne. Mara when we check, like, upay indlela aba-actor ngakhona, nangendlela Wiseman Ncube aphapha ngakhona fast. Nah, dog. Phela Wiseman Ncube everywhere now, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
He's everywhere.
even though he's everywhere, same as Uvusi Kunen.
He's done ungayiboni for his cards.
What do you mean? He's on Shaka Ilembe right now.
Shaka le mbano ona most Wiseman Ncube na ida. Who's the top dog there, dog? I need to act. Like who's the one
Who's
like
going to act?
Well, for me,
the character will be challenge you, Tawin.
boy too by Inkosi. He has his own clan.
Yeah.
No, Vusi Kunen has his own clan.
Mara when you watch it, they was popping there. Because
Everybody's going with Wiseman.
from scratch. Kupuka na vele grand there. Yangithola. Mara it's your opinion nami ngiyami leyo yangithola.
With everything and the experience and looking how much he's put into the game, I'd go for Vusi Kunen. So that's for this round. Udon Tandega King or Umasasa Mbageni. From Udon Tandega is from DUT. Umasasa is from Wits.
Don.
Ubani masasa ntwana.
Umasasa, she was on Scandal. She was bigay Cherga Quincy.
Oh yeah.
Don Tandega.
Uthembeka lesi simnyama umfana.
Yo.
Don Tandega.
Don't Tandega. She did lockdown.
Did lockdown.
She did lockdown. Deep Sea.
She's on Ushaga now.
She's on Ushaga right now. I'm going Don. I'm going DT with this one.
Yes,
What's it
DT.
take?
I didn't really watch Scandals, but I know her, but I didn't really watch it. Yeah, I'll give it to Dawn, I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've seen her more. I think she has more range. She has more range.
Yeah, she does. Now, especially now, she's got that thing with her eye.
And we shall straight. Even if you have Lomana, don't have much you now.
Okay, Tim Ngosi from DUT or Net Ramabulana from Wits. He's Ramabulana. He's vendor. He's vendor. That's why I'm taking my time pronouncing it. I'm probably even saying it wrong. So Net is on. I don't know if you've watched.
Ramabulana.
Yeah.
I know.
You know him. Yeah, it was also on Mvango and this recent series of Fatal Seduction. Yeah? Because he's on. I know who Fatal Seduction, the brother of. He's the cop.
The brother of the victim?
Come on, man.
Okay, sure. Okay.
And okay, we all know Tim Nkos. Who doesn't know Tim Nkos?
I don't know. I'll give it to them.
Thank you.
Tim Nkos.
Yeah, I'll give it to them. He
So
looks like
I'm gonna go with Fritz
he
this time
looks like a
around
method
because of
actor.
experience.
He looks like a method actor. That's what I like about him.
Yeah,
He gets into the character like proper. So yeah.
He looks like he started in theater before he actually.
Yeah. Did he?
I like it. We have fact checkers that are letting us know when we are wrong.
So, guess DUT wins this one.
Yeah, I think we're gonna give it to DUT. DUT will have to win this challenge because they've produced a lot of good.
Wait, so they studied acting when they were at the universities?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, you do study acting, guys. You don't just wake up and be an actor. You actually do study acting.
Interesting.
How long did I study acting?
Do you have any last questions for our guest about his brand?
I have that. Like I have yo. Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now on, man?
What is myself in 5 years? Still a part of S.W.A.N.K.
Yeah.
Hopefully S.W.A.N.K is bigger, like way bigger. And what else? I'm also still studying right now. So I'm studying a tech track. I'm studying software engineering. So
Where?
I'm studying at a private foundation. It's called ALX. I don't know if you know about them.
Nah.
They live like up the road from here.
From here?
Yeah, from here.
Oh, that's nice.
That's what I'm studying. What else? I'm studying that. And then what else? Yeah, I guess my arts as well. I just haven't put any work out because I don't know. I don't know.
What do you mean by workout? There's something that you wanna do individually?
Yeah, I mean I have like a bunch of work that I've done, but I just haven't put it out yet. So
So sometimes you look designer like your own product. And decide to be in a S.W.A.N.K.
yeah, but on my side it's more like fine arts, like
like
stuff. That's what I do on the side.
Really?
So yeah, I'm just holding it. I don't know why, but yeah. Arts.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That's about it. That's why I see myself.
What's your problem?
Right, go ahead.
I also do arts.
Anyway, I want to listen to Zara went lava. And have you noticed that every Nyampaisa Manja, every episode, Bagabona, she becomes like this.
I become like what?
I don't know.
Describe it.
Kobe.
No, Kobe. Kobe. I'm not joking anymore.
What is wrong with you?
With everything that you've said and everything that you've been through and everything, what motivational or inspirational thing you could say for the audience, for whoever that wants to go into the certain business industry and start a business for themselves or hope for, and what advice could you give them?
I don't know, man. I don't like motivating people. I won't lie to you. It's not because I'm a bad person. I just feel like if you want to do it, you're going to do it.
But sometimes
if you have the drive and ambition for
If
it,
you want to do it, you're going to do it. It's not, no one can push you. Because like I was saying, like it's not glamorous. So when it's not glamorous and you have to work hard, like.
But you also have to like I remember that there are certain people, yes, we might have the drive and everything, but sometimes you need motivation from people to like,
some people need that
I
inspiration.
need that push, the inspiration. I'm like, okay,
Cool.
you know.
If I have to motivate you, I can say this, no? What do you want to do? Like, who do you want to become? Do you want to be known? Do you want to be recognized for doing something cool, dope? People that people can point to and say like, yeah, that's the person you need to, you know? So think about that, like, because everything you do is like a proof of concept. It's like a portfolio. Clothing, design, whatever. Even this, what you guys are doing now, this is a proof of concept. You guys can pitch this to a big network. You know what I mean? Like, that's the natural progression of things. So it's like, for me, it's like, what do you want to do? Who do you want to become? Like, and then just work towards that. That's all. Just keep working towards it. That's all I'm going to say.
Thank you.
I like that. In conclusion, know who you want to be and go with that. Go with your ambition. Go with your drive. Don't doubt yourself. And that is it for today. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. You get all the links We also get his social media platform down on our. Can you let me do this? Like, I don't know what's wrong with this woman. She's always on my case.
Down. Today.
Down.
Smarties.
Down.
No, do not do this.
Down.
Do not do this. And that is it for today. And we out.
I wanna.